So I was first introduced to Daily Essential Nutrients through my psychiatrist. She just brought it up during one of our, I guess you call it a session, and thought it might be a good add-in to what I was already doing with her. And that's how I learned about Daily Essential Nutrients. My official diagnosis is PTSD-C, which is post-traumatic stress disorder chronic or complex. On a day-to-day basis, that can have a variety of different impacts. And also I've noticed a variety of different impacts over time. Some of the symptoms that I deal with PTSD go beyond the panic attacks or the issues with depression or suicidal thoughts, and can also impact my sleep. Like I'll deal with insomnia, sleep paralysis, or nightmares at night. And so there's this constant dysregulation in the system. And what I found taking Daily Essential Nutrients is that my sleep has improved so much so that my other symptoms are alleviated throughout the day. In fact, I've tried lots of other options in terms of assisting with sleep, including pharmaceutical interventions or alternative interventions, and Daily Essential Nutrients has been the most profound effect that I've seen on my sleep. And for me, that's the reason why I go to it every single day. Overall, it's also helping me stay regulated during the day, which makes me feel like I have more stability in my life and can make better decisions moving forward and not feel like I'm constantly dealing with my anxiety or depression issues. When I wake up in the morning, I actually feel like I have energy that's sustained throughout the day. I'm not waking up feeling tired and then caffeinating myself to just get through the day. I feel like I actually am clearer and more present when I'm on the Daily Essential Nutrients. It feels like I have more water in my cup at the beginning of the day, you know? And so I have more resource to pull to for activities that might be more stressful. So I don't feel as drained, because anxiety and depression can be pretty draining. So when that is the constant known in your system that you're working with, it can be fatiguing. And so when you're actually getting support from Daily Essential Nutrients, that fatigue lifts. And so there is a general energy, and it can be on multiple levels, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You can just feel more held and more yourself, really, on the Daily Essential Nutrients. The Daily Essential Nutrients in combination with the medication that I take is a really nice pairing. I don't notice any weird side effects having being on both. In fact, I feel like they complement each other. The anxiety medication I take at night, and then the Daily Essential Nutrients I take during the day, and I feel like they complement each other. I feel like the anxiety medicine can actually work better because I have those nutrients in my system and I'm more regulated and balanced. And then because I'm more regulated and balanced, taking the Daily Essential Nutrients, I also may or may not need as much anxiety medicine at night. So it's a nice back and forth kind of collaborative process for me. I started taking Daily Essential Nutrients just 2 at a time in the morning with my normal, breakfast, probiotics, omega fatty acids. And I didn't start taking the full therapeutic dose actually until I got a cold. And I wish I had taken the full therapeutic dose earlier. I got a cold and I thought if I took the Daily Essential Nutrients, maybe it would help me get over it faster. I was preparing to go to a business trip and I really didn't want to be sick while I was trying to train. And what I noticed when I started taking the full therapeutic dose was not only did my cold go away faster, but that's when I noticed that I was sleeping really well at night. So in terms of transitioning myself from that 2 a day in the morning to the full therapeutic dose, I did titrate that. I didn't introduce the Daily Essential Nutrients at the 3 different time frames of 4 pills a day at once. I kind of went up, but once I got to that state, I haven't changed since then of taking all 12 every day. And I take them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I wouldn't miss taking them because the benefits to the sleep is so profound for me. I feel like with my mood being more stabilized because I'm getting rest at night and feeling more regulated during the day, I just generally feel more balanced. And when you're feeling more balanced, your outlook is going to tend to be more positive. So when I have a day where I may experience a little bit of anxiety or something, I don't feel like there's no hope. There were days in my past when there was lots of anxiety on a daily basis and I felt like I was trapped. The Daily Essential Nutrients and supporting my system and helping me feel calm and helping me get sleep just generally makes me feel more hopeful about the future and about what life is going to look like for me. In general, my anxiety and depression is certainly better now than it has been in the past, but in comparison to when I wasn't using Daily Essential Nutrients versus when I am using Daily Essential Nutrients, I feel like I have more space between myself and my anxiety and my depression. I feel like I get a little bit more warning when I might be becoming anxious, and I have a higher tolerance for certain stresses in my life where I didn't previously. So I feel like I've gotten more space which means I have more time to not be worrying about being anxious or worrying about being depressed and more time to just live my life.